Hi, everyone, and welcome back for episode 21 of the Simply Whelmed podcast. I'm your host, Colin, and I'm joined by my co-host, Chris.
How we doing, everybody?
We're just a couple of best friends who are passionate about all things pop culture. If you're looking for lukewarm takes on movies, video games, TV shows, or even the occasional comic, then we have the show for you.
Yo.
Yeah, yeet. And this week, we're going to keep things a little loosey-goosey. News is going to be almost entirely dedicated to the info dump we got this weekend from Comic-Con.
That's right.
With a couple extra trailers sprinkled in. But then we're going to go on to give our thoughts on Jordan Peele's new film, Nope, which we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
So
hit me, baby. What was going on? Yeah.
All right.
What is it?
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. So before we get into Comic-Con, we did get a trailer for a second trailer for Olivia Wilde's new film, Don't Worry, Darling, which I thought looked pretty dope.
That looks so good.
Yeah, this is going to be a very heavy episode for you. There's going to be a lot of participation for you, Chris, because my job for you is when we finish talking about something, I need you to ask me, gas or pass.
Oh, easy enough.
Yeah, and then we both...
Welcome back to Gas or Pass. I'm your host, Chris. Don't Worry, Darling trailer? Gas.
Yeah, so it does. It looks really good. Harry Styles, fucking Florence Pugh.
Gas.
Literally. Gas. Oh, man. Hold on. Wait. We're going to get a live reaction by accident here. There's something that I don't think you saw the trailer for it. The D&D movie.
I did.
Did you see the trailer? You did see it?
I did. That looks so good.
Yeah. I don't know D&D as far as the tabletop game.
Oh, I do.
I understand the concepts of it and on just the very general top level knowledge, right? But apparently there's people that are like, you can't do that in the game. And so it's like, all right, easy. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Still has to appeal to a general audience. And if they get hung up on whether we're following 3rd edition or 6th edition rules or whatever, it doesn't matter. Where it's a movie. Chill out.
Oh, can I be honest with you?
Did you just shit your pants?
No, I just let my dogs out.
Okay.
Took my socks off. I'm getting all cozy.
Got some ground grabbers out.
Got my pit bulls.
Easy.
A little rambunctious over here, crawling all over the place. Taking me with them.
Vicious dog attack. So, D&D movie trailer. You gotta ask me.
Gas or pass?
Gas. The
special effects in it looks really
looks pretty good, yeah. You got fucking, I just lost his name. Well, yeah, Chris Pine, but I'm trying to think of it's not Colin Firth. It's the other guy from Bridget Jones's Diaries. What the fuck is his name?
Bridget Jones?
No.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh, Holden.
Fire! Let's see. Hugh Grant. Right on the tip of my tongue.
Said that.
Is
there an echo?
Actually. Yeah, I'm like, what's the story here?
Yeah,
so you got, and then the young lady from, what the fuck's the movie with the kids and the clown? It?
Oh, yeah. She plays, shit, why am I blanking on her name? Yeah.
Beverly.
Yeah. Yes, Beverly. Redheaded girl.
Yeah.
She's a good actress. I started watching, the first season of, what is it, End of the Fucking World?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I'm fairly certain it's something like that where she gets, superpowers.
Let's find out. Let's go in. What size is the waist? No. Is it something about End It All? No.
I can't remember. It's a Netflix TV show. I know that's a Netflix show. But she's in it. Basically, she gets.
We're gonna take the back road. I'm gonna look up it. Right. I'm gonna go to her, and then we're gonna go to what she's been in.
While you're doing that, I'll describe the movie.
Sophia Lillis. That's her name.
Yeah.
She is in the show.
She basically gets superpowers, and she's it's like
I'm not okay with
this? Yes, I'm not okay with this. End of the Fucking World is a good show, though.
I'll say that's another show, but yeah.
That's gas.
I've seen her in Sharp Objects, which was really good. That was on, I think, HBO.
Okay. But no, so yeah.
Got Amy Adams in it.
Cool. And,
but yeah, I thought the D&D trailer was, exciting. Like I said, some fans
I like D&D too.
Tabletop games seemed a little divided, but like we said,
I think it's just a bunch of neckbeards.
Yeah, it's still got to appeal to a wide audience. So
it's a game where literally anything can happen, and you're bitching because
right. Yeah, and you know what? We'll just say they're playing by house rules.
Sure.
They're not. They're not following. They're not following. What'd you say?
I said. You know what I say to that? Your mama.
Your mama. You done though.
He can't do that. Your mama.
But no, I still thinking about the Don't Worry, Darling. I saw the first trailer for it and was like, that looks not bad. Wasn't sure on the whether it was gonna be a horror or just like a suspense, but like the second trailer makes it seem more like a horror movie.
Yeah,
like there was some spooky visuals in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she's
getting crushed by the glass
or whatever. Yeah. And then when she sinks down in the tub and her reflection looks over at her.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple but effective. Are you eating something? What are you doing?
I'm just breathing.
Why you gotta chew to breathe? It's like when old men.
I am grunting over here. I'm scratching. And I wear tall socks to work, and I finally peeled them babies off, dude. Yeah, and just to get my legs all itchy.
Just scratching your back and grumble. Oh boy,
I'm over here chubbing up.
Ew,
dude. Sometimes, like, if like your legs itch or something, or like you're cleaning your ears or something with a Q-tip. Oh my god.
Yeah, I will. Full disclosure, I got more excited today for Raising Cane's than I have for sex. That sounded like the fucking drinking sound from Minecraft. Like it was perfect. Yeah. But no, like my wife was like, "Do you want to eat Raising Cane's?" And it would like she got more reaction than if she'd have been like, "You want to fuck?" I was like, "Oh, what? Oh god!" I was like in line at Starbucks, shaking, thinking about Raising Cane's. Oh,
got your jaw smacking.
Do you hear my helpers?
You got your little helpers.
Yeah. We're just gonna pile through. They'll be fine.
Unpopular opinion. I think Cane's is all right. Yeah, you heard.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you heard it here. Their chicken. It's their sauce. Their sauce is what makes it. But their chicken, it's all right. I mean,
their toast.
No, their Texas toast is all right. It's pretty good.
No, straight up. I had to look the voice box in the face when the guy, what is he? Is it chicken? What combo you picking or whatever he says? And I was like, give me the box combo. But
no,
I didn't go big. I didn't go that big. I almost did, but I was like, I don't need 6 strips. I was like, give me the box combo. I don't want no slaw. I don't want no fries. Give me 3 things of toast.
You're an animal.
And I was like, and I couldn't even say with a straight face. I got to giggling as I'm asking this man to just load me up on carbs. Just give me 3 things of toast, and I want an extra sauce.
Start calling you a toaster because the hose only pop up when the bread come out.
and as I'm on the way home, my mom calls and is like, "Will you stop by the house here? I need your opinion on something." They're doing like some housework, and I'm like, "That's fine, but I'm going to come in your house, take my pants off, and eat Raising Cane's in a gross fashion." And she's like, "Okay." And so I did.
That's what you did.
I sat in a recliner with no pants on, just toes are curling as I'm eating on this toast and sauce. Oh, it was good stuff. So yeah, D&D, gas or pass?
Well, hold on, back up, because we gotta go back to the fries. Because I was gonna say, Raising Cane's fries are mid, but you know whose fries are gas? Popeyes. Oh. Dude.
Popeyes has some banging spicy chicken too.
Dude, their Cajun fries should be illegal.
Popeye spicy chicken makes my dick hard.
Oh my god, dude, spicy, non-spicy. Have you tried their mac and cheese?
Oh. Have you seen me in person?
They've amped up, like they redid the recipe for it. So good, so good. And it sucks because I work right next to one, and like I'm trying to
Popeye mac and cheese, gas or pass?
Did Pat or gas? But I fucking whenever I drive in through the drive-through, I mean, it's like they know who I am without even seeing me. Because I'll pull up, and I swear to God, like they're like, "Welcome back to Popeyes. How can I help you?" And I'm like, "You son of a bitch! How do you know?
How do you know I've been back?
How do you know?"
You need to correct him one time. Be like, "This is my first time here," and they're like, "Chris, we know it's you." Like, huh?
You're getting the number 4 combo large. Don't you fucking lie.
Don't lie to me.
We got your debit card saved
with the extra Cajun ranch. And you're like, oh, shit. I know. Dead ass though. D&D movie. Yeah. Gas or pass?
Gas. I'm very excited for it.
I am too. Sticking with fantasy, Game of Thrones House of the Dragon gave us a new trailer. Gave us a little bit more idea of like what the story actually is going to be as far as like the civil war brewing between the house and things like that. I think it's got...
Oh, I got something brewing.
All right. It's got 2 things that came to mind for me. The first thing is...
Ask what I got brewing.
Huh?
Ask what I got brewing. Tell you what I got brewing. Nothing. Continue.
Were you trying to fart?
I was, and no, I was gonna try to burp, but I just ate, so.
Oh. Just yak.
Just just.
I'll tell you what
cut it.
Time out.
Cut the mic. Back up, Terry.
Back
Put it
up.
in reverse, Terry.
Reverse, Terry.
Oh, no, Terry.
But no, as I was saying, yeah, no, Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, it's like, I know where it's all going, because it's like 200 years prior, so it's like, I don't really know what the, it runs into the same problem any prequel does.
If we already know what happens.
Yeah, but also, I think that could help it, because, the Game of Thrones brand is a little tarnished, right? So,
Maidenless.
Maybe with it being far enough disconnected from the original series, you can be like, okay, this is a fresh story, fresh start. I don't know these characters by heart,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Pass.
What do you think? That's true. You haven't seen any of the other Game of Thrones either.
I haven't seen it.
You have no, obligation, I suppose.
That is correct.
If my only options are gas or pass, pass. Mm-hmm. But if I had a middle option, I'd take that.
You were simply Whelmed.
Oh, yeah. So that's really all the in fact, I think both of those came out of Comic-Con, so I was going to say it's the only non-Comic-Con news. It's the only DC Marvel Comic-Con news.
Mm-hmm.
So DC, Marvel. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. DC literally had a trailer for their Netflix series Sandman, which looked
didn't look good.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looked pretty mid.
Yeah, gas or pass?
Pass. Hard.
Yeah. We got a Comic-Con sneak peek of Black Adam.
More like Bland Man.
Suck it, Neil Gaiman.
That's right.
They gave us a sneak peek of Black Adam. Fucking The Rock, Dwayne Johnson himself, got booed because he kind of alluded to the fact that Henry Cavill may not be playing Superman in the DC universe anymore. And he was like, whoever plays Superman, and the audience was like, boo! I just like the idea of Dwayne Johnson being like, man, this party fucking sucks.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't like Dwayne Johnson as an actor. He plays the same character. It is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. But also, I think the problem he runs up against is, picture him in a serious role of, I don't know. Picture him as Will Smith's character in The Pursuit of Happiness, right?
You can't.
The problem is, his whole brand is that he is superhumanly large. And then any dramatic role you plug him into, you're like, he's not a normal man.
That and also the fucking eyebrow. And I just can't take him as a serious, he's funny. Don't get me wrong. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's funny.
He's an action man. That's his thing.
Yeah. He's an action. He's a good comic relief.
I don't know. I think his branding is his problem. Problem.
I'll give Black Adam a poke, but I sort of gotta. If it's if I watch this and just go, yeah, I just saw Dwayne The Rock Johnson flying around in spandex, doing the eyebrow thing, cracking a couple jokes, then I'm just not gonna be. I'm gonna be underwhelmed.
I'm telling you, that's probably what it's gonna be
But also, we set our expectations super low for Uncharted, and it blew us out of the water. So
it didn't blow us out of the water.
It blew me out of the water. I said overwhelmed. I set my expectations really low.
I probably said overwhelmed, but I wasn't fuck, movie of the year. That's it. Best picture.
No, and it doesn't have to be.
No. You're very disagreeable today, aren't you?
I'm just feeling like I'm on the fucking edge today, dude. No, I am. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I don't know.
Well, you gotta cut that shit because I don't think our audience went, you know what I want to tune into? Hearing Chris be grumpy and have a bad day.
That's right. That's what people love.
People tune in to hear fucking...
They feed off of it, Colin. You understand me?
They want to hear human Eeyore fucking, it's okay.
Okay.
Maybe think of Family Guy when they did this. Why are you always in such a foul mood? And he's like, I have a nail in my anus.
I have a nail in my anus.
Oh,
that'd put me in a sour mood.
That's shit on my day right now. Thinking of DC here. Oh yeah, Black Adam. Gas or pass?
I'll say gas. I will say gas.
It's not an enthusiastic gas.
It's just all right. Gas.
It's like gas. Yeah.
It's fuel.
It's not a pass. It's not a pass.
Right.
So it's gas.
That's right.
Through the process of elimination, it must be gas. Sounds like a philosophy, If the only options be gas and or pass, and pass is absent, then the alternative must be true.
I must choose the former.
Pass. No, gas.
Gas. Gas is the latter.
Just Aristotle, just fucking. This is gas. Let's see. And then the only other thing that they showed me, like I trolled both subreddits, like the DC universe and the MCU stuff, and there is a strong divide where the DC subreddit was primarily memes about the fact that all DC had for them was Black Adam and Shazam: Fury of the Gods, which leads us to the fact that the trailer for Shazam: Fury of the Gods was shown, and surprisingly, they allude to the Flash. Now, granted, they don't show his face.
Right, yeah. And they don't say his name.
No, they're just like, there's already
a
superhero, in red with a lightning bolt on his chest, and then they show you the Flash running, and you're like,
Ezra,
you might not want to show.
Don't let me go. Just keep me here. Just keep me wanting. There's a song out there.
By the Flash.
If anybody knows who Froggy Fresh is,
he originally came out as Krispy Kreme. Yeah,
I'd say formerly known as Krispy Kreme. Made the hit wonder "Why Is James Crying?" Because it just got dunked on. He's releasing music again, and there's a song he just released called "Taken by the Flash," and he's going by the name. It is Froggy Fresh. It's still under Froggy Fresh. Yeah,
that one's under Froggy Fresh. He's been making music as his
Tyler Cassidy.
Yeah, his
boyfriend and
government
stuff like name. Very good, very good. It is funny, but it is like you're done listening to it and you're like, why was this actually a really good song?
I could listen to it again. Yeah. Find yourself humming it.
Yeah, I do, especially at work for whatever reason.
Because you just want Ezra Miller to come kidnap you.
Just
take you to a trap house.
Nope, I do not want that. I do not. Let me repeat myself. I do not.
Just like I almost feel bad mentioning like Ezra Miller news because they're obviously not well.
Mm-mm.
But some of the shit that's coming out, you're like, how is this real life?
Yeah, how? Just makes me think of the meme from Breaking Bad. Jesse, you can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, you can't keep getting away with it. Yeah, because like fully, they fucking like got caught. Like, there's photos of them like with a baby at the house with a fucking bullet in its mouth, just chewing on a bullet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about this no more.
No, it makes me sad.
Let's move on. It makes me sad, man. I hope the best, and I hope Ezra gets what is needed.
Some much needed help. Yeah. But all of that to say, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. We also saw a little peeky peek at Aquaman, but it's just clips from their own movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm like, the movie. Like, I didn't see the first Shazam. Full disclosure.
Neither have I. I heard the first one was actually pretty good.
I heard it's pretty decent, which makes me go, okay, maybe if I'd seen that one, this trailer would have been more exciting for me.
Yep.
But also, I don't know. I thought maybe there'd be more from DC, and neither of these. Like, we already knew about Black Adam. We already knew that. Yeah, we already knew about Shazam: Fury of the Gods being a movie. We just hadn't seen any footage yet. And then that was it. They were literally like, "I thanks deuces." And then you get Marvel.
Which makes me think two things. Well, which makes me think two things for DC is one, they're either out of ideas, which is not good for what to cook up right now, especially with the competition they're getting.
Right.
And then, or two, they got some really cool fucking projects hidden, and they don't want anybody knowing about them yet. Because they made Batman, and we were talking a couple episodes, or during the Batman episode, which was our first episode, that Marvel needs to start stepping up their game because DC was dropping some good movies, and then Marvel did step up their game, and they have a bunch of shit they're about to drop, and DC's empty-handed. So it's like, is this just kind of a fluke, or did they really just catch them with their pants down?
Right. So my thing is like twofold. First thing is, I don't know. I'm wondering how much because like the next major film they've got coming up, I think, is The Flash. So I think that's also part of their hamstring is they don't know what to do with that, right? Where it's like, shit, do we...
I feel like it's hitting a point where if they found somebody looking similar to Ezra Miller, right?
Yeah.
That I don't think anybody's going to make a big fuss, and they're probably going to go, yeah, that's probably the right thing.
Yeah, like... And considering that the Flash movie is supposed to be a multiversal film, they can just go, well, yeah, it's a different, instead of Barry Allen, it's Wally West.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Wipe their hands of it. But anyway, yeah, I think that they don't really know what their future is, and their universe is pretty not connected right now. So it's not as exciting to like lay out a timeline like Marvel can do, because then you go, okay, so this leads to this, leads to this, leads to this with the Marvel movies, and you can kind of build up your own hype that way. Whereas with DC, you go, I don't know, man. What happens after Shazam: Fury of the Gods? We don't know. Maybe a Flash movie. They're talking about making an Aquaman 2, but we haven't seen anything from it really.
You know what we really need to see? I'm surprised it hasn't come out yet. A second Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
The first one wasn't good.
Exactly.
Just get Ryan Reynolds. No, just make another Green Lantern movie, right? But just act like it's the first Green Lantern movie made. Don't acknowledge anything.
Yeah, because Green Lantern is a cool character.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole...
I think their best bet would be to not do Hal Jordan and just do a different Green Lantern. I can't think of his name. John
Snow. Bingo.
Nope. John Stewart.
That's literally what I just... Okay.
Dude, that's enough. Just, I get real shitty. That's all right. Yeah. Cut it.
Do we need to record tomorrow or something? Like, do you need to cool off?
Do you need to take a fucking break? Like,
yeah, do you need to take a walk? Like, do you need a breather? Let's take a loose 5, huh?
You don't smoke cigarettes, but do you need to start? Like, like step out and have a fucking smoke break and come back.
Sorry, my nerves are...
I'm just really shot. I don't know, man.
That's having too much fun.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Pass. I mean, it just wasn't...
Yeah, it didn't excite me. I wanted to be excited for some DC stuff, honestly.
I did. So we were... Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, because like we talked about before, I mean, it's beating a dead horse. Competition's good. Like, if we could get some good DC stuff, because like some of the past, Marvel stuff has been like middle tier for them, Mm-hmm. So I think, it would be a good opportunity for DC to step in and hit you with some really high tier stuff, and then you're like, oh shit, look out.
Yeah. No, they got to start keeping up.
But they haven't given us anything footage-wise that makes me go, this is it, baby. Like, we're coming into the good stuff here, like a neck-and-neck race now. Now, I still feel like, oh, well, I guess it's all eyes on Marvel right now.
Yeah.
Because also Marvel, roped me back in.
Yeah, and like we've been talking about, there's just a lot. I feel like, and I hate to say it, but I feel like they redid the Batman, and have you seen the meme of Homelander? And like everyone's applauding him, and he's kind of freaking out, and then he's realizing like, oh, they're like applauding. He's like, I feel like I'm starting to get the impression that's what is happening. Is they didn't mean to make this good, but they did, and then now
they've got to figure out how to follow that, how to maintain that level of quality.
Right.
Yeah. So that brings us to probably the highlight of the weekend, I would think, which is the MCU panels. So we've got a couple options of how I can run this down. I can run it down day 1, day 2, where it was, here's what they talked about from the animated standpoint, here's what they talked about from the live action standpoint, or on the Marvel Studios subreddit, they've got basically a rough timeline of phases 4, 5, and 6 with all the confirmed projects, animated and not.
Oh, let's do that one. That one seems better on the brain.
Yeah. All right. So, So full disclosure. Yeah, I didn't write this list. This is all taken from the Marvel Studios subreddit. They've got this pinned towards the top if somebody wants to check out the post. If I read it too fast or too slow or skip something, it's all here. So Phase 4. We did get confirmation that Phase 4 ends with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which comes out in November. And that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will be the first film of Phase 5.
Which, I feel like out of the MCU, I feel like Ant-Man gets slept on real hard.
I do too.
And I think we talked about that.
Yeah, I do too. But I think that sentiment is kind of also starting to become popular, which means that he's probably not underrated as much anymore. Mm-hmm. If a large number of people are going, he's so underrated, it's like, well, millions of us think that, so... Is he really? Yeah. It just took him a little longer to get to the sunshine, So the next project that we've got is August 10th. We get I Am Groot.
Which actually looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's going to have 5 episodes. And obviously, what do you call him? Vin Diesel is returning to play the voice of Groot.
What do you call him? I don't know his name.
What do you call him? Well, I should probably. Vin Diesel. Vincent Diesel.
Vincent.
Vincenzo Petroleum.
Bradley Cooper's coming back.
And Bradley Cooper is going to play Rocket in it. Yeah.
So I like Bradley Cooper playing Rocket. Like, I think he sounds like a good Rocket Raccoon. And
and it's funny to see him do Rocket because you're like, man,
that's not Bradley Cooper.
That's not Bradley Cooper. And then to watch him in like the sound booth do Rocket, you're like, whoa, it is Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Because I don't think of Bradley Cooper as a voice actor, so it is funny to see him do voice work.
And he's good at it too.
Yeah, he does a good job. So yeah, like you said, that's kind of a silly, more kid-oriented, I think, but it'd probably be a cute one to throw on, in the background. Let's see. She-Hulk is the next like live-action Disney Plus, which looks really good. It's going to have 9 episodes.
Good. It looks too good.
Yeah, like the first trailer, we didn't dislike. I know that the first trailer kind of got a little bit of heat, I think. But
really?
but you and I both liked it, and this one I think was even better. And we both
like
said
the graphics were,
yeah. It looks like the visuals were improved. And we get to see her break the fourth wall like a couple of times.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, they did show us a full second trailer, by the way. Yeah, she does. She breaks the fourth wall, and I like that. You see Bruce like recognize that she said something, but not obviously.
He's just kind of like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but not obviously know that he's in a show.
Right.
And so I wonder how they're going to do that because apparently the Watcher narrated the like opening to the animated studios panel and said like you're all Watchers now, like right, or observers or something to that effect. So I wonder if it is leaning into that idea that you and I had talked about, in that the audience exists somewhat within the MCU insofar as the Watcher interacts with us. In this case, Jennifer Walters interacts with us, which means we exist, right?
Yeah. My head right now is just womp, womp, womp.
You mean the head on your shoulders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, so what about that She-Hulk, huh?
No, but it does look really good. It does look really, really good.
And then, we can see Wong in it, which cracks me up because it makes me think of like Kevin Feige said that Phase 4 was going to be like the phase of Wong, where Wong's just in multiple projects. And
the phase of Wong.
Yeah, and you're like, damn, like Wong is just, he's the new Nick Fury.
I mean, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
Because he's, Sorcerer Supreme right now?
He is actively the Sorcerer Supreme, yeah. And the big, like, climax of the whole thing was we get a little stinger at the end. Our boy Daredevil. Just a glimpse. Just a tease. Of, like, just a little tease. Just enough to make your PP wiggle. We get to see that it's the black and yellow suit.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. I'm very excited.
Yeah, oh, dude.
Because Daredevil's getting his own show. He's making the appearance in She-Hulk. He's voicing...
he's going to be the voice in the Spider-Man freshman year.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about Daredevil as we move on, so I won't linger on it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm jazzed. And he's allegedly going to be in the Echo series.
Yeah, and that's the other one. So it's going to be a good year for him, and I'm excited for that.
Well,
I really like Daredevil.
A good few years.
But yeah,
this timeline takes us out to 2025. Yeah. And then you've got, then you've got DC being like, we got 2 movies coming out in the next 3 months. And you're like, yep, we know, thank you.
Cool.
Neat. But let's see. Last thing of Phase 4 is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which comes out on November 11th. And we did get a full teaser trailer for it, is what they call it, the teaser, which was pretty emotional. I liked there's a few parts in it where you're like, oh man. Yeah. Like there's a mural of T'Challa, and it kind of made me think of the mural shot of
Iron Man and Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah. And then oh man, I apologize to belch in the middle of this. Angela Bassett, who plays his mother, has a really powerful line in it where she says something about being the queen of the most powerful country on earth, and her whole family is dead. So what more can she give? And you're like,
yeah,
oof.
don't you think I've lost enough?
Yeah, you're like, man.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
something I said right as the trailer ended when you showed it to me, as I was like, dude, I'm just gonna be super excited if they made a killer soundtrack like they did with the first one.
Yeah, which the sound editing on the trailer was really good because the first song that it starts with is "No Woman, No Cry," and which was a good message of like, you know, his mom and his sister being left behind and things like that, right? And then it transitions into "All Right" by Kendrick Lamar. And it's such a smooth transition because they use a line from No Woman, No Cry where she says something about it's going to be all right. And oh man, the audio design on it, so fucking good. We do see I don't know if they're going to be called the Atlanteans, but basically Namor's civilization, and they almost seem Mayan or Aztec. Let me look up how because they did say what it was inspired by. You're gonna be all right. It's gonna be stuck in my head now. Get fucked, Screen Rant. Screen Rant was like, "Hey, you wanna disable your ad blocker?" No, I do not.
No, thanks for saying something, but I'll tell you what, right now.
Appreciate you asking, but pass. It doesn't say. So yeah, yeah. So it looks like maybe a cross of Mayan and Aztec cultures to kind of inspire this Atlantean. Background. So that's kind of neat. But because I like the big headdresses and things like that, and seeing like the underwater berth and things like that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And it does look like it's going to be full out war between the Atlanteans and the Wakandans.
Yeah, but there's no T'Challa.
No, and you do get a shot towards the end of someone in a Black Panther costume.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. I think it's probably Shuri.
I hope it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, I mean, if she just threw some of her tech on that bitch... Oh, fuck. Wait, you said she's in hot water? Why?
Apparently Disney had to damn near pin her down to give her COVID shots. And she, really held up production and stuff. And so I'm like, is that someone that they're going to work with going forward if she's going to be a problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Woof, I guess, that's all I can say. Woof.
Yeah, oops. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And then also it looks like maybe, I've heard rumors. I don't know if I saw it in the trailer or not, but it looks like his love interest, I can't think of that character's name. Is it Okoye? No, Okoye is his guard. Lupita Nyong'o is the actress.
Oh, I don't remember the character's name.
Let's see. Nakia. I was close. Yeah, Nakia. It looks like she maybe is having a baby.
Do you think that's T'Challa's baby?
Probably would assume so. Considering in the wrap up stuff from Endgame, it looks like they're, a couple maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm just interested to see how because they've kind of all talked about obviously trying to graciously, close off his story with the real life tragedy of the fact that he passed, suddenly, and how do you handle that gracefully within the and not disrupt the flow of the movies while still being respectful. So I'll be interested to see how they do that. But and we did get a glimpse of Ironheart as well.
Oh yeah, got
just a brief. Heart, Yeah, her hammering out the heart, which looked pretty cool. And then we are supposed to get the Guardians. Oh, we haven't been gas or passing these things.
Oh shit! Right, Black Panther. Gas.
Hold on. I am Groot.
Gas.
She-Hulk. Gas. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Gas.
See, this is what I'm talking about. DC needs to fucking step it up right now.
Yeah, these are all exciting to me. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. It's supposed to be a 40-minute special coming in December. We haven't really seen anything from it other than to know that it's coming, and I'm excited about that.
All I can think of is the Star Wars holiday special.
That's entirely what it's supposed to be making fun of.
Good.
So, what do you think? What do you think? Holiday special? Gas or pass?
Gas.
Gas. Let's see. Phase 5 starts in 2023. The first thing releasing, potentially, depending on how early 2023 is season 2 of What If.
Oh, yeah.
Which is supposed to have a Hela episode, Odin versus the Mandarin, and a couple others. There was, what was the one I told you about? Oh, yeah, the Tony Stark being on Sakaar.
Tony
instead
Stank.
of Thor. Tony Stank. Yeah. There was another one. They don't have it written down here. But yeah, there was a couple others that they talked about showing. And it's going to have another 9 episodes. So that's kind of cool. I liked What If. It wasn't my favorite, but it had some good stuff in it. The thing I liked about What If was, if this episode wasn't for you, maybe the next one will be.
I liked What If.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say I disliked it.
Just that was the impression you were giving off, so.
Alright, you gotta chill. Better go smoke that cigarette.
Yeah. Let me take the 5. I need to grab my balls off the counter.
Keep a tight 5, I gotta go punch a dart.
Somebody grab my Virginia Slims.
Virginia Slims. My Maverick 120s. No, yeah, What If? Season 2. Gas or pass?
Put your dick away, Walter.
I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter.
For what?
For season 2 of What If? Probably gas.
A light gas, man.
Yeah.
Just a little toot, nothing.
Fuel.
Nothing raunchy.
It's like biodiesel, it's not. It's not
like,
high octane.
It's like farting in front of a new girlfriend. It's just a little bit of gas.
Oh man, yeah, just
just a little toot. You're not letting it rip.
It's like the involuntary gas that comes out when the car bounces.
Right.
You do like a little, and you hope no one knows. It's like a grandma toot that she just kind of says "excuse me" and keeps moving. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. February 17th, 2023. Supposed to be the first movie of... Yeah, you gotta chill out. You're like, gas! Apparently, they showed a trailer. It was not a public trailer, so we don't really know what was seen. But apparently, Scott Lang is riding high on a book that he wrote after Endgame called something to the effect of, Look Out for the Little Guy or something like that. And... we did get to see in the trailer, allegedly, and I say we, the audience got to see just Jonathan Majors, I was trying to think of his name, playing Kang. So we did get to see Kang the Conqueror. So that's exciting. Gas or pass on that guy?
I'm going to say, well, first I was going to say, I feel like Ant-Man is really going to be what connects everything with the multiverse, where they plan on moving forward. They're going to go, okay, this movie is about how everything works and going on a deep dive in it. So I'm very excited for that, which makes me really go, gas.
Yes, gas. I should also preface all of this by
shit
saying...
your pants in 4th period.
Gas.
That kind of gas.
That kind of gas.
Too much gas.
The kind of gas that you have to sit on the toilet for because you just can't be certain.
You shit your pants in 4th period. Start of the day.
Yeah, middle. You haven't even had lunch yet. And you're too shy to say anything, so you just power through. You go to the bathroom and stuff the underwear in the trash.
You flush them.
Just fucking wreck. You go to the school on the other. You go to the toilet on the other side of school, so that way when you clog the toilet, you're not.
Oh, I did, dude. When I was in high school, I swear to God. I mean, I would go to the
underwear?
I did, no. I have thrown my underwear away in a porta potty once when I was a kid.
Dude,
so
so many shit in your pants events. You've got, for someone with trust issues, you sure do trust a lot of farts.
What can you say? You gotta trust yourself the most. No, I'll tell that one real quick, but I mean, because it's super short. It was me, and I have a sister, and she's a little older than I am, and we're hanging out with two kids who lived like right next to this park that we could walk to. It was like 5 minutes away, nothing too far. And
No.
we're all hanging out on the swings, and my friend, we'll say his name is Harry. Harry and his sister Bernadette. I don't know. I'm not trying to dox him. Harry and Bernadette are talking to my sister and I, and Harry lets out a little toot, right, and we're all giggling about it. And I'm like,
I can't be warm up by this guy.
I got this cooking, and I lifted a leg, and I mean, it wasn't a fart at all. It was just shit.
You just had a bowel movement.
And they're all giggling, and I got pale, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. And I was laughing it off, like, I think shit. And so I went down and I pulled my pants, and I was like, I shit.
It's just a
shit. Just a full fucking turd. And so I take my underwear, throw them in the porta potty, right? And then I take a piss on it to try to sink it quicker. So if anybody goes in there, they don't see. I was a kid, right? I was maybe like 7 or 8. So I got fucking, my fucking Adventure Time undies.
Yeah, just
all right. I'm crying. Fucking throw them in there, and I go back out there, and everything's all cash money. And then they're just like, "Does something smell like shit?" And I was like, "I wouldn't know. You're making shit up.
Must be your lip,
Must be your lip. Did you step in something?
Yeah. Check your shoes, Oh, you're an animal.
I don't know why. My apologies to my future wife.
Yeah, you shit your pants.
Like on the reg.
Like
on the reg. Hard.
Oh, man.
Like, it's not like, I think I might have pooped a little. It's fuck, I gotta call off.
You gotta turn around halfway to work.
Yeah. I can't make it in.
I gotta shower and start over. All of that to say that we've got a lot to cover. We got to speed up. Like, you can't keep distracting me with shit in your pants. Secret Invasion comes out in spring of 2023, and that's a Disney Plus series with good old Nick
RDJ.
Fury. No.
No.
Nope. Robert Downey Jr. Nick Fury's going to be in it. The Skrulls are going to be a main piece of that component. It's going to have 6 episodes. We're going to see Colby Smolder coming back as not Maria Rambeau, fucking Agent Hill, Maria Hill.
Yes.
And apparently they're having some reshoots in August. So it's in post-production with just some reshoots needed in August. So that's dope. So it's pretty done. I don't think we saw footage. It sounds like maybe the crowd did, but obviously we, the audience outside, did not. So what do you think? Secret Invasion, gas or pass?
I don't know too much about it, so for the time being, I will say out of everything, that one doesn't grab me as much, so I will say pass. Not because I'm not excited, just because I don't know enough about it.
Right, not enough to be like, that's gas. Yeah, I kind of agree. I am kind of excited to see Nick Fury carry his own project, though.
I am, too. I like Nick Fury as a character.
Yeah, like his action scene in fucking Winter Soldier, gas. When he's in his SUV, that's gas.
Yeah.
Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out May 5th of 2023, and it is currently in post-production. Apparently there was a trailer of that, and it was reportedly very emotional. And everybody, the cast members were out. It sounds like it really is goodbye to this set of Guardians, at least, because they all were, basically given their farewells and how glad they were to be able to do a trilogy and wrap this up and be a part of it and all that, and quite a few of them were getting emotional. So it does sound like it is the end of at least this team of Guardians.
That's sad because I hope they do something with Rocket and Groot. I feel like that would make sense.
Yeah,
I just like Rocket. He's my favorite.
I like Rocket. I like fucking Drax.
I like Drax and Mantis's relationship.
Chemistry, yeah. I think we talked about that when we talked about Thor. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, gas or pass?
Gas. I'm excited for it.
Hot
I am
big
excited
gas,
for it.
yeah. Echo Disney Plus show. I don't know that they showed anything, but this is just a confirmed, like, we know this is coming. And they kind of showed up on stage, they popped up like the timelines. So we have a rough idea of the order, which is kind of what this is sizing.
Yeah.
So Echo comes out in summer of 2023. It's going to be 6 episodes, and it's currently filming. Don't really know much about it. So
I know Charlie Cox is going to make an appearance in there, so that gets me excited.
We don't know that, but we're pretty
rumored?
sure. Yeah, that was a pretty sure because it was from the remember that was from the Weekly Planet's Hot Pooper Shot of Scoop, or no, Hot Scooper Shot of Poop segment.
Hot Scooper Shot of Poop.
So yeah, I probably gas because I kind of her character interested me in Hawkeye, and if she does have ties to Daredevil and the Kingpin and things like that, I'd be interested in seeing some more street level stuff in a pretty large world right now.
Yeah.
You figure that was some of the stuff that interested me with Ms. Marvel is, okay, this is a relatively low scale, small scale, I mean. So I'd say gas for Echo.
I'm still going to say pass, just same excuse as last time. I feel like I don't know enough.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep it well balanced and realistic.
Yeah, you don't want to seem strokey.
All right.
Loki season 2, summer 2023.
Oh, now I'm gonna get strokey.
That's
gas. I don't even care. Like it's the first season, fucking bangs. Like
currently filming. Let's see. Yeah, gas. The Marvels comes out July 28th, 2023. It's in post production with some reshoots going on currently. I'm gonna say gas because
I'll say gas.
I enjoyed Captain Marvel. It wasn't my favorite solo movie, but it was a pretty good one. And then I really enjoyed Ms. Marvel, and so I'm excited to see how that goes forward. And to kind of give us some different perspective on the intergalactic stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna say gas.
I really like Ms. Marvel, so yeah, I'll say gas on that one.
Excuse you. That's July 28th, 2023. I don't know if I said that or not.
I believe you did.
Animated show that I like. Gas. It's gas in development right now. Fall 2023. X-Men. X-Men 97, which is a continuation of the animated series. Oh boy, they showed us some pictures of like the team lineup and stuff. Oh my god, fuck me, dude! It looks like they've done a good job of keeping the same animation style, but obviously it's more modern technology, and so it does it. It's a good way of that looks like the same show. And it sounds like it is picking up right where the old one left off because they've got Mr. Sinister being the main antagonist, which is kind of where the 90s series just ends with we got Mr. Sinister, bitch, and you're like, oh, okay, and then it just stopped. So I'm jazzed for that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say gas.
I'll say gas, but I was gonna say I feel like you got a harder gas than I do.
Yeah, we're gonna be in our PJs watching this with cereal bowls, That would be kind of fun for Disney to be like, you know what, we're going to release this on Saturdays. So you just have your Saturday morning cartoon, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
That's hire me, Disney. Blade.
I'm excited.
November 3rd, 2023. It starts filming in September, so we're pretty close to started filming. I'm pretty jazzed about this. I'm excited. It's got Mahershala Ali playing Blade, and I was telling my wife, if I sound like Borat there, it's because I almost said her name. My wife. Mahershala Ali, I'm excited because he, not Mahershala Ali himself, but the character Blade, in the comics is British.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I wonder if they're going to do a British Blade, because we only get one line of dialogue. It's British, isn't it? Bloody vampire in it. That's just not. And they start shooting. Yeah. We get a line of dialogue from him in the post-credit scene from the Eternals. Of Mahershala Ali saying something, and so I couldn't really tell if he was British or not from just that single line. So I don't know. That'd be kind of neat. But that post-credit scene does take place in like London, England. So that'd be kind of neat to be like, yeah, they were going back to original comic recipe. He's a British guy, and he's not necessarily going to be like Wesley Snipes, all black leather,
Right.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that starts filming. I'm going to say gas.
Gas.
Ironheart, Disney Plus show.
Gas.
Fall of 2023. It's currently filming, and it's going to have 6 episodes. Gas. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Hard. I'm so fucking
Hard
excited.
gas. Oh, hold on. Save some of your gas. Starts filming in January 2023 to air in winter of 2023. Running into early 2024 is Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Now, they renamed it. It was originally like Agatha, House of Harkness or something like that. But I'm wondering if with them renaming it, I wonder if it's because it's going to be less to do with just Agatha herself. And is going to give us a bigger look at like witchcraft and things like that. And is it going to maybe tie in, give us some Wanda?
I'd like to see more Wanda because it is kind of like ready. Because to our knowledge, she is dead.
Right, but
I don't think so.
Again, I don't think she is. With comic book and like as the building was collapsing, there was like the red flash. And with comic book rules, if you don't see the body, she ain't dead. And also, she could be dead and she could still come back. Like,
Yeah. She's fucking Scarlet Witch, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, exactly. For God's sake, man. So Agatha, Coven of Chaos. What do you think?
If I had to pick one, I'll say gas, but
yeah, it's like we said, it's light gas.
Light gas.
Get some more info. Maybe it'll be a bigger gas.
Yeah.
Doesn't she have a line about this is gonna be a gas?
Yeah, this is gonna be a gas. She was on to something.
They noted here. I say they. Whoever wrote up this post on the subreddit that apparently there was a February 16th, 2024 slot scheduled that doesn't appear in the Phase 5 slate at all. So it could be an abandoned project, or it could be something that they're withholding for now.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever they had marked for February 16th originally doesn't show up in the slate right now. So who knows? But then in spring of 2024, Daredevil Born Again.
Gas. Like that's like let me get 30 on premium. Like pump 2, please.
Just high octane. There's gonna be some Formula One shit right here.
Yeah.
The fire off of this gas will burn clear. So no, it is going to be a 18 episode season, and Kevin Feige on stage did say the word season 1. So that implies that there is at least the potential for follow-up seasons.
Yeah.
And it is going to have the only 2 characters or cast members that he confirmed were Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio as Daredevil and Kingpin, respectively. But fucking 18 episodes? That's bananas.
Yeah.
And it reportedly starts filming in early 2023. So we still really don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I hope I can't remember the actor's name who plays Foggy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they cast him because I liked him as Foggy. I thought he played a good character.
Yeah. Season 1, he has some acting that's very much like high school play.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in season 2, he was a bit better. I didn't get to watch season 3 too much because I think we've talked about it. I got a few episodes in and then they canceled it and I got really stopped.
I'm still bored.
And now it's that thing of like, I'm so far away I would have to re-watch it, I think, from the beginning.
Well, you better get started.
Right. Well, I mean, I've got until spring of 2024, right?
That's not enough time.
I got a little while. That's 2 years, my guy. What do you think? Daredevil Born Again, gas or pass?
Gas, like I said,
pass.
Premium.
I just pass. I don't. No, gas. I'm fucking jacked, dude. Captain America: New World Order movie. May 3rd, 2024. Malcolm Spellman and Delon Musan, who I know for a fact that Malcolm Spellman worked on. Yeah, I think he was the showrunner of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Delon Musan did, but definitely Malcolm Spellman was. It's supposed to start filming early 2023. We don't really have any plot details other than the fact that obviously Sam Wilson was playing Captain America.
Yes. Which I'm excited for.
I just said Sam Wilson will be playing. Anthony Mackie will be playing Sam Wilson as Captain
Wilson.
I'm excited for that. I am too. I'm going to say gas.
I'll say gas.
Let's see. Thunderbolts movie confirmed, like for realsies. Figure when we brought it up, it was all but confirmed. Basically, it was several close sources were all confirming it.
Right.
Whereas here we got the full confirmation that Thunderbolts as a movie will be coming out on July 26th of 2024. So we kind of talked about it in that episode whenever that news came up. It's basically kind of going to be like Marvel's Suicide Squad of sorts. I'm going to say gas.
Gas.
I like the idea of assembling a team of villains.
Yeah.
And giving us villains that might stick around if they're going to be a team, right?
You'd think.
You would hope. And then we get Marvel Zombies in sometime in 2024, which they confirmed is going to be a continuation of the world from episode 5 of What If. It's not a separate universe again. And it's going to be the first Marvel project that is rated TVMA. So mature audiences. Because they talk, the animators were talking that they wanted to include all the things that made the comic great. And they said, which includes the gore. And so I'm like, yeah, man, give me some, like there's some pretty brutal stuff in that comic. Like Spider-Man fucking punching the brain out of Mysterio and just eating it.
Like, who? Tell me you don't want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that in live action. Or not in live action. Well, if they can give it to me live action, that'd be dope. But I'll take the animated show,
Mm-hmm.
But he does. He punches Mysterio right through the helmet and just has his brain in his hand,
Because, even Invincible, which is another really good TV show that's out on Amazon Prime, really good. It's a cartoon, it's an animated show, but it's extremely gory, and they did a really good job with it.
Very violent, yeah. And the animation kind of gives you the leeway to be over the top with the gore, but somehow excusable, as opposed to, like, I think of the like the Walking Dead TV show. Some of the gore in that, you're like, man, this is hardcore for TV. Or like, the Game of Thrones and things of that nature. Let's see. Gas. Spider-Man Freshman Year is a weird one. Where a bunch of the stuff that they're talking about, including is like Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn and Doc Ock and a bunch of villains that he shouldn't have interacted with yet. And so you and I were talking about it maybe being non-canon, it'll be like in an adjacent universe, like a What If almost.
Yeah. Which is fine.
But then they also expressly stated that it takes place prior to Civil War. So I don't know. It's confusing.
I'm sure
they need to give us some clarification. Because you would think it would be What If, but then some of the language makes it sound like it's not. So I just think they need to clarify that a bit better. But they've got until 2024 when it comes out. So
right,
it's Spider-Man and it's an animated Disney Marvel show. I'm gonna say gas because it sounds like a pretty good recipe there.
Yeah, I'll say gas.
And now we start getting into the weeds where we really don't know. Phase 6 was almost completely empty on their platform. However, Kevin Feige did say that the 8 unknown projects on this timeline will be shown at D23 in September. So
nice.
We're going to get more info on this coming up. But so here's how it goes. Fall of 2024, unknown project. That is a Disney Plus show. Fantastic Four movie in November 8th of 2024 is the first official movie of Phase 6. That's literally all we know is that Fantastic Four comes out on November 8th. And then a Disney Plus show, another Disney Plus show, a movie, a Disney Plus show, And then May 2nd of 2025, we get Avengers, The Kang Dynasty.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Which sounds pretty dope. I mean, fucking... We kind of talked about the idea of Kang the Conqueror being the next big bad, probably. And I think it makes sense that you would get to there from Fantastic Four, since if they are going to do Kang the way they do in the comics, he is a descendant of Reed Richards.
Yeah.
So that's May 2nd. Then we get 2 more projects that are unknown, one being a show, one being a movie. 3 more. 2 shows, 1 movie. And then in November, on November 7th of 2025, we get Avengers Secret Wars.
Which I'm very excited for.
I also. Me, same too.
But you gotta be thinking.
Yeah. What you thinking, baby? Let me know.
Am I gonna hit
gas?
Oh, gas. Are we gonna hit
gas.
fucking our 60s and 70s, and like they're still pumping shit out, right?
Probably.
Because it's like, damn, like this is gonna go on for a while, and I'm all for it, don't get me wrong, but also I'd like to. I don't want to die and be like, oh, I'm gonna miss out on the new Marvel movies. You know, like I want to die a happy man.
Or also, what if the like does it mean that the logical endpoint is that it ends with a whimper?
What do you mean?
So like they keep beating the dead horse until it stops spitting out money?
I could see them doing that.
You know, they just keep going and into like the 2030s, and then they're like, man, people aren't watching these movies anymore. I guess we stop now. You know? Or do they have... Because like I could see someone like Kevin Feige or Marvel being like...
wrapping it up.
It's passionate. We need to wrap this up. You know, we're reaching a point of, diminishing returns. We need to wrap it up in a meaningful way. But then I could also see Disney, the parent company, being like, no, I didn't say stop.
Yeah.
You know? It's a gas all across the board on that. Gas. For Phase 6, the little bit that we know. Now, there are live action projects that we don't have nailed down release dates here that they list off, so I want to slot those in here. Mm-hmm. So they have them broken down into live action projects with to be announced release dates. A Werewolf by Night Halloween special, that's supposed to be a 40-minute special. Expected to release Halloween of 2022.
Okay.
So that's relatively soon.
Yeah.
But I think for us to not know anything about it yet, it's not likely. But Werewolf by Night is the hero. Remember I said the comic that Moon Knight actually premiered in?
Yeah.
So maybe we'd get some Moon Knight in it. Who knows?
Oh, God, I want more.
Armor Wars Disney Plus show with Don Cheadle as, James Rhodes is supposed to be a thing. We don't really know where that fits. Maybe these are all Phase 6 projects that we don't have a date for yet, you know? Or maybe they'll have a slot once we get to D23. I don't know.
Sure.
Untitled Black Panther / Okoye spinoff show. That's supposed to be directed by Ryan Coogler. We don't know anything about that. Wonder Man, we know is a show, but we don't know where it fits. Nova apparently is confirmed with a to be announced date. So we're supposed to be getting a Nova show. And then they've already said that they're going to make a Shang-Chi sequel, but we don't know when that fits. And then a third Deadpool film that we don't know where it fits. I would imagine those are all
but we know for
projects.
So it was confirmed that it will not be called Deadpool 3.
Right. Yep. Well, it wasn't confirmed that.
I thought they came out and tweeted that they said like, no, it ain't going to be called Deadpool.
I don't know, maybe, but if they
I
did, I
saw it on like IGN.
I don't know. Jamie, pull it up. Find that. Animated projects that are not included in the Unknown Project Phase 6. A What If Season 3, a second season of I Am Groot, a second season of X-Men 97, and Spider-Man sophomore year, which would be a sequel season to
freshman year.
And then these ones are just highly rumored and expected projects that don't have any, really any like weight to them. A Young Avengers, a Midnight Suns, and an untitled fourth Spider-Man film.
Ooh.
And then they've got a big long list at the bottom of like just rumored projects that don't really have much weight to them. So I don't.
What do you think they'd make the next Spider-Man about?
Him going off to college and being just Spider-Man as opposed to like everybody knows who Peter Parker is. You'd kind of almost get basically if they do it right, his first trilogy is his origin story.
Yeah.
And then gets him to a point of, I'm Spider-Man who has no connections to anything, you know, and I'm poor and I'm having to make it on my own and that's who I am. And yeah, because you figure the last shot of Spider-Man No Way Home is like him. It's Spider-Man. You know?
I cried at that scene.
Yeah.
Damn. He goes to talk to Ned and them, and then he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. But and I would like to point out Phase 4. Which is the phase we're in, is the first phase ever to not have a Avengers film.
I don't think it needs to, per se. Like,
no, it's just an interesting note. But let's see here. That's it as far as Marvel stuff, and I think pretty much wraps it up for the news. An hour and 10 minutes in, so I think we'll kind of
I say full spoilers, just all the way through.
Yeah, for Nope.
Like,
So
yeah,
Nope.
Oh, dude. Gas.
Yeah, hold on, we gotta rate it.
Oh.
What's our rating system?
So you have overwhelmed. You can be overly excited about the film. You can be underwhelmed. You're let down, or your expectations weren't met, or you can be simply whelmed.
Which is like, all right, yeah, it was mid, it was good, it was fine, whatever.
I think I'm getting pretty good at that.
Yeah, I think you are too. Keep practicing it.
Right.
So I was overwhelmed.
Oh, baby. So was everybody in the fucking theater.
Yeah. Box office. So I didn't realize this. It's not opening globally until mid-August.
Ooh, why is that?
I don't know. It beats the fuck out of me. But it had a budget of $68 million, and its opening weekend here, it closed at $44 million, which ain't bad for only being domestic there. Because it'll pass its budget, I would suspect, before it ever releases globally. So that's good.
Yeah.
Especially if it gets good word of mouth.
Which
I think it will.
Oh my god, it's so good. I went into work.
To the reception here. Rotten Tomatoes score of 82% from the critics and 71% from the audience. IMDb gave it a 7.6 out of 10, and Metacritic gave it a 76 out of 100, or a 6.9 from the audience. So it sounds like everybody's pretty much in agreement. I think they were a little harsher on it than we were.
Yeah, I was really looking for.
I was thinking it was like a high 90s for me, or mid 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I walked into work this morning, and I got a buddy, and we'll kind of geek out together sometimes in like Marvel or like anything like that, or shit, pop culture. And I walked in today, I was like, "Dude, you see Nope?" And he goes like, "No." And I was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And he goes, "Oh, I think I'm gonna go to the bar with a couple buddies." I said, "No, you're not. You should go watch Nope." And he bought the tickets not for tonight, but I think he said he bought them for like another night or something. But either way, I told I said, call me Bob, because I'll be bobbing on this movie's dick for a while.
That's right.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. So,
what you thinking about? No, I just
breeze right over.
Yeah.
The synopsis of Nope. I got that shit pulled up. Dude, I'm on it.
Fuck!
Two siblings who run a California ranch discover something wonderful and sinister in the skies above, while another owner in the adjacent theme park tries to profit from the mysterious otherworldly phenomenon. Which I was like, yeah, without giving away too much, that's a good...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like it is, you the movie starts and you dive right in, so I was like, that's a good blanket.
Yeah, it gets into the spoiler stuff pretty quick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the cast, we've got Daniel Kaluuya playing O.J. Haywood, who I thought he did very good.
Yes.
Keke Palmer was also really, really good in this.
Yeah.
As his sister Emerald. And then the fucking... I can't think of what the store was, but basically the tech guy.
Like VTech.
Yeah. Is Angel Torres is the character's name, and he's played by Brandon Perea. And then Michael Wincott plays the cinematographer Antlers Holst. And then let's see, Stephen Yun is the Ricky Jupe Park, who runs the local amusement park thing. With a nice little cameo, I guess we'll call it, by Keith David playing their father.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wow, he's pretty high. Yeah, wow, that's fucking Keith David. And then they kill him, like
hard
5 minutes into the movie. Yeah, so he gets killed by falling.
Change.
It was like a quarter in the eye.
Yeah, there was like keys falling from the sky. I think I saw a wallet in one of the shots. And just like loose change.
Yeah, and like falling fast.
Yeah, like it was getting stuck in the porch.
Projectile.
Yeah, like it was lodging itself in the porch, sitting straight up and stuff like that.
Or in Dad's brain.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that key was stuck in the horse's ass cheek.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was buried too. Like it was just the end tab.
It was all the way down to the knob. But yeah, opens. You kind of get the vibe that they're basically a horse ranch for Hollywood. So they train horses to be like actors basically.
Right.
And you get the vibe that What's that?
I said, and that's not going too hot.
No, it's not going well for them, especially after Dad dies, because you get the vibe that Dad was really good at it. OJ is not necessarily the best at it, and Emerald really has nothing to do with it because he sees it as like a failing thing. And you kind of find out through conversation that it was never really her and Dad never really made it a thing, whereas OJ and Dad had a nice bond over it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get a little bit of that with them. But basically, there is a UFO stalking the ranch and eating their horses.
Yes.
And they decide, you know what? Because they've been like having to sell off horses to pay the bills. And so they get the bright idea, we're going to catch this motherfucker on film.
Mm-hmm.
Like unrefutable evidence that aliens exist. And then we're going to make a shit ton of money. Like they call it the Oprah shot, because it's going to get them on Oprah.
Yeah, the Oprah shot.
I really liked there was some really scary shit in there at times. Or like, I liked the Signs bit, where it felt like the movie Signs, where there's the light clicks on in the horse barn.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, turns it off, starts walking.
He goes and turns it off. Yeah.
And turns back on. And oh my god! And then so it's super. They did a really good job in that scene by keeping it super suspenseful and like you're waiting to see something pop out. And then just like in the dark corner, you just see like
something stand up.
Yeah, barely you can see it, and then it stands up, and it scared the piss out of me.
Yeah, because it does. With it sitting in the dark, you're kind of like, is that something there?
Yeah, like was that
you're
just
staring
there?
at it, and then when it moves, you're like, oh, it is.
Yeah, and then the other one pops its head out from the one of the stalls. And then he's got his phone and he's trying to record them, trying to get it and walking away.
I like it when the second one pops out, he goes, nope, fuck, nope.
And he fucking starts to put his phone away and walk away.
Yeah.
And that's when the third one pops out.
Yeah, from the roof. Hangs over the roof into the doorway, and he fucking punches it in the face, and turns out it's one of the fucking neighbor's kids. And they're all pranking him. And I'm like, he punched that kid in the face. Like
hard.
I would have too. Because he thinks he's about to die.
He thinks he's about to get abducted.
Yeah, he punches that alien in the face and goes to run. And he's like, it's the fucking neighbor kids, So that was pretty cool. I was talking with my wife a little bit, just in broad strokes here, that I feel the movie was intentionally, I don't think it was oh man, he just copycatted. I think it was a big allusion or a kudos to Jaws in a lot of ways.
I've never seen.
Well, so obviously, first of all, one-word title, right? Second of all, the reveal, sort of like the twist, I guess, on the topic, is that the UFO is not a ship. It's just that's what the alien is.
Mm-hmm.
It's one big organic creature
that just happens to look like a UFO.
Yeah, looks like a saucer, which makes me wonder. Okay, so is that what UFOs are in this situation, right?
Yeah.
And that the people that claim they were abducted and probed and then sent back might honestly be crazy. Like that didn't happen to them, But the people that just get abducted or see, are never seen again or whatever, maybe that was this thing, right?
Yeah.
But no, so treating it like a wild animal. They kind of get into this idea of that it's this wild animal that, can be not necessarily tamed because it's a predator, but you can at least, what does he say, enter a contract with it, basically enter a deal with it. Yeah,
they compare it to looking a horse in its eyes.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look in the eye. It freaks them out. And that this thing takes it as a challenge, so you don't look it in the eye. But so thinking about Jaws, it's instead of they're going to go out and kill or catch this shark, they're going to get this thing on film, right? Down to the camera operator heavily reminds me of the fisherman from Jaws.
Yeah, I see that.
And even including the dinner scene before they go act their plan out, and he, instead of singing like a sea shanty, is talking about the Purple People Eater.
Mm-hmm. Which, coincidentally enough, in the theater, we got I think it's in August.
Jaws.
Yeah, they're going to bring Jaws back to the theater, so maybe there is a reason behind that.
And I mean, I know that Jordan Peele, one of his things is he loves to allude to other greater films that came before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, I could see it felt a little Spielbergy, so I could see that being a heavy inspiration that he wanted to like nod to,
Mm-hmm.
And then I would include, if we're gonna keep the full spoilers, they kill it in the end by getting it to eat an explosive thing.
It
was a balloon.
Yeah, one of those like
A
big
big helium
balloons. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a gigantic helium balloon of Steven Yeun's character.
Yeah.
But you figure
we haven't even talked about
they get it to eat the oxygen tank.
Yeah, we haven't even
And
talked
then blows it
about
up.
Steven Yeun's character.
Yeah, so Steven, you want to talk about that? Like,
It's like almost like two different stories behind it, and I
Yeah,
love it.
I do too, but I wish that the Gordy thing had gone somewhere more.
So do I.
I think that was like, it almost felt unfinished to me.
Maybe that was the whole point of it, is because I mean, you are left on a spot where it's like, oh shit, like that doesn't feel like the end of his story, but so yeah, we are introduced with I can't remember what was his name, Steven Yeun's character.
Well, so everybody calls him Joopy or Jupe, but that's because he played Jupiter in a show. His name is Ricky Park.
Ricky Park.
But yeah, everybody calls him Jupe or Joopy.
Yeah. So we're introduced with Ricky Park, who owns this almost like a ranch style, like old Western theme park.
Yeah.
But he used to be on a show called, what was it, Gordy? Yep.
Yeah, so he was on two shows. The theme park thing is because he was on a Western show.
Mm-hmm.
And then he, after that, went on a sitcom that only ran for one season because of a tragedy called Gordy's House or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically about a chimpanzee. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gordy was a chimpanzee, and it was like whole episode where one of the chimpanzees that they used as Gordy like lashed out and just murdered and ate everything, like, and we
killed
see
the dad.
Killed the dad like right in front of him, and then started like ripping the lips off of
his female co-star, like basically I think the person that's maybe supposed to play his sister.
Yeah. And
like beats the shit out of her and mauls the fuck out of her.
Yeah, and it's just the scene that gets me is because a lot of it you are perspective of Ricky underneath the table because he's hiding.
Yeah, as a little kid.
And this chimpanzee's going wild and killed the dad because he tried to run out, and I mean double like hammer fisting the chest.
Yeah, beating the shit out of him. Yeah.
And then like he walks over, sits down. You can tell like the chimpanzee's catching its breath, and it starts hitting on the
kind of
foot
coming down.
Yeah, of the co-star that literally just ate the face off of.
Yeah,
and then it kind of like,
are you there?
Yeah, like you moving.
Yeah,
and then just the part that made me shit my pants is like the chimpanzee like slowly starts to stop, and then looks right at the camera, but which is Ricky. And I mean that scene right there shivers down my spine.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, that kid's about to get killed by this chimpanzee. Yeah. Which obviously he's not, but how terrifying.
And he comes over, and I guess the thing that Gordy and Ricky did in that show was the exploding fist bump.
Yeah, Ricky makes the comment in the modern day that that's the first ever exploding fist bump on camera.
Mm-hmm.
It was between he and Gordy.
And the chimp comes over, or Gordy comes over, and kind of leans in.
And you're like, oh, is he going to hurt him?
Hand. Yeah, and then he goes for the fist bump, and right before they make contact, and Ricky thinks he's okay, just gets Gordy gets shot in the side of the dome, and just blood goes all over him, and then it cuts to Steven Yeun. Modern day, he's just like staring off as if it's a daydream, and I'm like, dude, the fucking trauma behind that.
And the idea that like he's this guy who he's like a what do you call it? like a B-list celebrity maybe, or maybe even less than that. He was famous in the 90s as a sitcom kid, and now he's an adult who owns this little amusement park in the
Back
California
in the 90s,
desert.
I was on a very famous TV show.
Yeah, that's kind of him. Show. That is a very good show. It's fucked up. But he, watch that shit on Netflix. Not a sponsor,
dark, but it's good. Not a sponsor.
But if you want a cartoon to make you cry and laugh, that's the one. Steven Yeun, Ricky.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a sponsor. Steven Yeun does not sponsor us. No, his character Ricky has like a bunch of paraphernalia and memorabilia from his TV shows that he's been in, including Gordy's House or whatever the show was called.
Yeah,
which includes the shoe
that for
that
whatever
he's
reason was
staring
standing
at.
straight up.
Yeah, it's like what an odd, which I think is like why it stands out to him is like, man, what are the, in this horrific moment, he probably even had the thought that he comes back to picturing that a lot of like, what are the odds, that those
shoe would just
sit
up so perfectly like that.
Yeah. Seemingly defying gravity, right?
And it has a single drop of blood on it.
Yeah, on the toes. Yeah, and he and he's got like the poster of the fist bump and things like that. And so you're like, you think he's cool with it, he's kind of talks real nonchalant about like
they did like an SNL skit. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I liked because that was a nice way for him to come off as nonchalant, but also completely take himself out of the scenario.
Right.
He's not talking about his experience with it. He's reciting this SNL skit. That obviously isn't real. But yeah, and you're like, this obviously fucked him up, which it would.
Right.
But no, so yeah, Steven Yeun's character is really cool, and he's basically been feeding this fucking alien horses.
Yeah. Which you made the comment as we're leaving the theater, and I'll let you say it of the comparison.
Yeah, so I thought that like maybe his obsession with like he thinks because like basically when you find out that he's been feeding the alien, he's making like a stadium show out of it where he invites people out and they come and they sit, and he's got a horse that's going to run off and get sucked up into this alien, and he says that he's basically been doing it every Thursday or every Friday. That's what it is.
Yeah,
every Friday for the last 6 months, and this last time it changes, and his co-star is in the audience this time. And you kind of get a glimpse of her, and she's obviously like we assumed she was dead.
Yeah,
and no, she's not dead. She is just horrifically
lips are gone.
scarred.
Yeah,
yeah.
She's got like one of those hats with the
screen, like the veil on her face.
Yeah,
probably because she's insecure about how she looks.
Yeah, and I did like the line that Ricky said, to my co-star and my first crush.
Yeah, my first crush. Yeah, which is like
a
nice little like.
Like you'll always be beautiful to me.
Right, yeah. And like my wife pointed out, she's wearing a glove on one hand that like some of the fingers aren't filled out.
Oh.
So like she probably lost fingers to the chimpanzee.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, probably putting her hand up to stop him and he just bit fingers off.
Which is that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. But so she's in the audience there and all that, and he's talking about, here in about an hour, this thing's going to come down and we're going to let this horse loose and the horse is going to run in there and get eaten, right? And in the meantime, my boys are going to come out and do a for you. And as soon as the boys come out, the alien ship the alien starts making different noises and rolling up, and he's like, I guess we're going to go early, And so he opens the gate and the horse does not run. Like Lucky is the horse's name. And Lucky's like, nope. Yeah, basically the same energy.
Yeah,
nope.
I'm good. Like right here, I'm so solid.
I am perfect right here. And so the horse is Jay chilling. And the alien comes rolling up on the crowd and just eats everybody, sucks everybody up, including him, his kids, the audience, and his co-star. Everybody but Lucky the horse, who is chilling inside the cage like, yep, I'm good right here.
No.
And, yeah. Oh, so two things. First thing, my comparison. I thought that there was definitely something there of him thinking he had some sort of connection with this alien, like an arrangement. And that there's this wild animal that he's tamed for entertainment purposes, right? And then obviously the chimpanzee that went wild and mauled everybody on set. That he lived once again.
Was untouched.
Yeah. And so I was like, there's probably something there of like the comparison between a wild animal that can't be tamed, right?
Trying to tame it.
Yeah. And it obviously backfiring. And I liked that that's also I'm thinking out loud here now because making more connections as I talk. OJ being a horse trainer and a professional animal tamer acknowledges the fact that you can't tame a predator.
Yeah.
And I like that the cinematographer goes, ask Siegfried and Roy. Because do you know who Siegfried and Roy are?
Mm-mm.
So they were stage magicians in Vegas who.
Oh yes, I do. Yes, I do. One of them doesn't
One
talk.
One of them got mauled. No, that is Penn and Teller.
Oh.
No, Siegfried and Roy had white tigers that they did their show with, and in like 2004, one of the tigers like brutally mauled, I think, Siegfried, like in the middle of a performance. He didn't die, but almost did. And it's that idea of like, you can't tame it. You can enter an agreement with it, but if it decides that it doesn't like the terms of the agreement, it can get out of it whenever it wants. So the horror aspect of the Alien for me came from that scene where the audience gets sucked up.
Oh my god,
they're all inside of it, and it made me think of, and we talked about it on the show here. It made me think of Fire in the Sky.
Yeah. Yep.
When he's like in the cocoon thing.
Yeah, he's peeling out of that thing.
Yeah, like the claustrophobia, where they're all getting sucked up into this thing, and it's almost looks like Batwing.
Yeah,
like that thin, fabricy skin. And they're just all getting like the claustrophobia again, like just they're getting sucked in and tucked in, and the one of the people like bumps their head on something, and she looks up, and it's like a half digested horse skull, and you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? And it was just really disturbing, and it went on just long enough for you to go like, God, stop, make it stop. You know what I mean?
Right, and then that was so fucking creepy.
Yeah, because like I would say it's more almost an adventure movie with some like thrills in it.
Yeah.
And then there's moments like I think that's probably the most horrific part of the movie. Yeah. For me it was. Either or when the alien is like being mega territorial and just dumping blood and guts all over the house.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just painting their house. Just dumping all of that shit on there. I was going to say something I really really did enjoy about the movie is when it needed to be tense and kind of more of the thriller, it executed it perfectly.
Yeah.
And it was. And then every single like witty comment, joke, anything like that landed. And they did such a good job.
Now.
Right. Like I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Of like a response from somebody or a witty comment. So that one was that, which for whatever reason, I feel like movies struggle with sometimes is like landing the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you were saying, keeping it balanced, but did a very good job.
And I think part of that comes from Jordan Peele's comedic background.
Oh, yeah. He's very funny.
He knows how to write comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, does a joke fit there or not?
Right. And so the scenes where it was scary, it was fucking like the barn scene with the little kids pretending to be aliens.
The would-be aliens, yeah.
Yeah, and as well as, the esophagus, like everything changes, and it is very spooky.
And I do want to talk about last thing I think before we move on, because we are getting a little long-winded. I think the like plan that they set in place of we've got the cinematographer, we've got everybody. Here's how we're going to get the thing right, and they lay out a really detailed plan. And I like seeing OJ be like, here's how we would have to attack it, and setting up basically a track for the horse to run, him and the horse, with all of the waving inflatable arm tube men, as a good signal of where it's at.
Yeah, because
as it goes over, it kills power. And so, as it hovers over them, you see them collapse and then inflate as the power comes back to them. So you know where the alien's at. But,
without looking at it.
Yeah, because that's the main thing is don't make eye contact and it won't like immediately go for you. It's not a guarantee that it won't, but it's if you look at it, it's a guarantee that it will.
Right.
Because it sees it as a challenge. So, when he's running the track, I thought that was a really good, like, seeing him set up the plan and then seeing him prepare to execute the plan and all that. I got, like, excited, of, like, it made me think, not a weird comparison here, kind of like the climax of Top Gun, of, like, okay, we know what the plan is and here's what they're going to do, and then getting excited to see them execute the plan.
Yeah, yeah.
And watch it run through and see things not necessarily go right and how do they, like, adapt on the fly.
Adjust, yeah.
And a theme that I don't think comes up enough, or that I think might have been like a commentary, because he always tries to put commentary in his movies, was like maybe the obsession with everything being viewed through the lens of a camera, where like we see the cinematographer who is like obsessed from an artistic standpoint of like, I've got to get this thing. I've got to get the perfect shot of this thing. And it ends up killing him.
Dying. Yeah.
And then you figure he and his sister are like obsessed with getting the money shot, the Oprah shot, you know, and to the point where they're putting themselves in like major risk to get the shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that TMZ reporter that rolls up.
Oh my god, that was
and like
oof.
he's riding an electronic bike, and it hovers over him and kills the bike. So he stops at like 75 mile an hour and goes flying off the bike and just fucks his arm up.
Both of
his arms. Yeah, both of his arms are all twisted and mangled. And OJ runs out to try and help him. And the guy, it doesn't even care that he's fucked up. He's like, you got to get my camera. Like, you got to get this thing on film, you know. And as the thing's getting ready to eat him and suck him up and all that, he's screaming like, get my camera, get my camera.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that like obsession with the camera was a common theme that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And just a maybe like the unhealthy interaction with entertainment, maybe.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Because even Steven Yeun's character, you know, the him and entertainment obviously haven't done well together, but he's still in it.
He's still trying to do it because that's what appeals to people.
That's all he knows, and it's, yeah. And yeah, so I did. I don't know necessarily what the commentary is there, but there's definitely something about things being viewed through the lens of the camera. And it makes me think of like when emergencies and stuff happen, everybody pulls their phone out to film, you know?
Hold on.
Okay.
I think there was an after credit scene for Nope.
Are you dead ass?
I'm looking at it right now and it says, like, you know, people also ask, does Nope have an end credit scene? It says the chimp known as Gordy died with a bullet in the brain when he rocked the boat. And even dead, he was forced to remain a joke, a speculate, and so, much like Get Out and Us, Nope leaves the audience with an ending that feels triumphant but begs the question of what happens after the scene cuts to... Oh, no, never mind. Okay. False alarm.
Is that that's their, like the title of the review, which I think does kind of lean into what we were saying of like, that Gordy thing does kind of gently wraps up, I guess, with like them being eaten. Like I said, that connection of like trying to tame a wild animal. But I did feel like maybe you could have told a story about this character, you know, which I guess is a testament to Steven Yeun's character, but also it did make me want to know more in a way that wasn't necessarily satisfying.
Sure.
So I could see that being a criticism of like,
like there was so much potential. Like it was so good.
That story with Gordy didn't necessarily have payoff, I don't think.
I could have still...
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say I didn't like it, but I don't think there could have been more to it. Or that Gordy story could have not been in there and you could have done something else with Steven Yeun's character. And I don't know how much it would have affected it. I don't know. The Gordy thing was good, but did feel pretty separated from the alien in some ways.
I think it could be like a mixture of, you know, you have OJ who, you know, like you were saying earlier, obviously as a he trains
wild animals.
He works with wild animals. And to the comparison of why was OJ able to make it and Steven Yeun wasn't?
Yeah.
And because, you know, he
understood. He respected it as what it was. He almost looked at it as an equal, superior.
Yeah.
But no, I was thinking. Sorry, we're bouncing around because I've got a lot of thoughts. The last thing like I liked from the chase where he is executing the plan of here's how we're going to get this thing on film, and seeing it like bear down on him, chasing him was holy fuck. And it doesn't like flags and streamers because it got basically a streamer of flags caught in its throat. And so it's kind of learned, I'm going to fucking stay away from those.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has a kite of these streamers and flags tied to the back of the horse that he can release to kind of get it off his ass. And he does.
It works.
And to see it like do a hard right bank where it's damn near flying on its side was really cool. It kind of gave a really good perspective of its size.
That thing's massive.
Yeah. And then when you see it open up entirely, and it's very, very alien insofar as like I can't really compare it to another living creature.
Yeah, it
other
can
than
be.
maybe a jellyfish in some ways.
Slightly.
But that's not a solid comparison. You would really have to see it to go, okay.
Right.
Because it is almost like, fabric-wise, almost like a hot air balloon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. We gotta stop talking.
All right.
Go see that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I was overwhelmed.
Yep. Gas.
Gas. My expectations were high, and they blew them out of the water.
Yeah. Out of his 3 movies, I would say it goes Get Out, Nope, and then Us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Candyman was.
Well, so Candyman wasn't his. He just produced it.
Ah, I see.
This is only his 3rd movie that he's written and directed.
Yeah, Nope was so fucking good. So good.
So, what you thinking about, Chris?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. And before y'all get your panties in a knot, I'm still working on
Here we go, Mr.
Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, okay. I will say I've been kind of lacking. I haven't finished my research. There's opportunity where I could have, but I do this and I also work. I like to kick my feet up a couple days here and there.
Same.
So fuck you.
Get off my back!
Yeah, get off my ass!
Like Walter White. And could you do me a favor, Skylar? Could you climb down out of my ass?
Could you grab the ladder? Climb out of my ass. No, but I do wholeheartedly expect Skinwalker Ranch is going to be a huge episode. Next week. So definitely buckle in for that. But I do have a couple things I have been thinking about. One, I finally put my money where my mouth is, and I restarted the Uncharted. I've been bitching, I've been groaning, I've been whimpering about it. And I finally, was able to go ahead and download the original trilogy, and then I have the 4th one. So I started playing the first one again, and I mean, it's just so good. I will never...
Dude, they are so good.
I just get instantly transported back to when I played them the first time, and I get so sucked into it. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for sure. And then trying to think what else. Oh, dude, Christ! You get a load of this. So I went ahead and I ordered. Oh yeah, you're gonna get a load. I ordered in those LED light bulbs.
Yeah. And
that changed color.
The Philips Hue.
Huh?
Philips Hue, those ones?
No, I don't. The brand's called. I don't know if I want to say the brand.
Yeah, because this isn't going to be an endorsement,
right? But
hey, Philips Hue, if you want to sponsor us, go ahead and send us.
Yeah.
Change color.
Yeah. But so I had one already, and so I saw a deal for 2 for the price of 1, and I was like, oh, yeah, let me get on that.
Well, maybe there's a reason they were 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, well, I got, you have to sync them up to your phone, and you have to connect them to the Wi-Fi, and all this shit. And I got the first one to sync, right? And then I went to go get the 3rd one, and when I tried to sync them, it unsynced all of them. Anyway, long story short, it took me literally 4.5 hours to just get 2 of them synced and properly working. And even half the time, it still disconnects, but then it'll just reconnect.
God damn.
But I will say, it is really bright. It is the first one's good. That one's synced super easy, but the new ones I got, are much more vibrant in color, which is pretty dope. Yeah. Right now, I got it chilling at it's a purple blue. It's a very nice calming feeling. I don't know.
Yeah.
But nice. I like it. Yeah, it makes me think of that Blade Runner or cyberpunk feel of all the neon lights, and that's what else has been on my mind is, man, I just want to get a shit ton of neon lights. That's what I want. I don't know, man. I started a list of shit I need to get done, and let me read it to you. Trying to utilize my cell phone for I am a
Zoomer.
Yes. Well, no, because I don't. I feel like a Zoomer would use that shit. I just don't use it at all. It is called Shit to Do. Get gray paint so I can repaint my walls.
I thought you were gonna say get good.
Get good. Lose Virgin. I need to take that one. And I just have some other, personal shit. But then one of them is, and I'm quoting here, figure out that third goddamn light bulb. So I'm just trying to rank all this shit down, and sucks.
Suck. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's over here. I'm just my little boo boo baby corner over here today. Just me complaining. What about you, Colin? What have you been thinking about?
Get you a wambulance.
Yeah, wambulance.
Wambulance. No, dead ass. I've been thinking about the game. And you can attest to this. We kind of played it together a little bit, sort of. It's not co-op, but I broke down and checked out the PS Plus subscription that they added up. Not a sponsor. That's
I'd like PlayStation sponsors. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I always
say I'm a PlayStation person.
Yeah, PlayStation and PC. That's the way to do it because you get all the exclusives from PlayStation.
Best of both worlds.
Call me Hannah Montana from Xbox. What's that?
I said, call me Hannah
Montana. It's the best of both worlds. Yep. No, but so Stray was included as a part of the PlayStation Plus Premium membership, I think. I don't remember what all the names are. But yeah, I've got whatever the top tier one is. It included Stray. And so I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. So those that don't know, Stray is about, you literally play as a stray cat who gets separated from his family and is trying to get out of wherever he lands. And it's in a pretty far future world that seems almost post-apocalyptic. And it's so far, we're only a couple hours in, we haven't seen any human characters. And so it's kind of a neat world of all these robots surviving in a post-human world. And kind of gathering through context of what they say and what you find in the world, what may have happened to all the people. And it has got quite a bit of good world building. And I've just been thinking about it. I don't work until late tomorrow, so I'm like, I'll stay up and play Stray. I got it on the brain. I wanna keep playing it.
It's on the dome,
Got it on the dome. But what'd you think watching me play?
Watching you play, I thought it was really cool. Again, it's all it's fucking full circle, baby. There is kind of that, how do I say it? That grunge futurism to it.
Yeah, like a dirty future. Yeah.
So it is kind of that Blade Runner where you see all those neon signs, and that really crowded city feel.
Fucking train going by.
I know.
Motherfuckers.
You got your little helpers.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it just adds fuel to the fire of because I think I'm gonna get it for PC.
Oh, okay, word.
But yeah, I'm just excited to play it and see more of that. Because yeah, I want to sit down and because I'm not sure how long of a game it is, but I'd like to just have a cut maybe 2 or 3 sit down sessions and just burn through it.
Yeah, just binge it.
Yeah.
Other than Stray, I've just been thinking about. I've been keeping up on my weight loss for the week. I'm only a week, but I've done good at tracking my calories, and I've also my Spanish lesson. And I've been doing pretty good at it. But going through basically my path of lessons that they lay out, I am not close. I'm in preschool right now.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
But I plan on keep going. I want to keep going,
right,
and get to the end. I want to be. I don't know how extensive the lessons are. I don't know if I'll end up being fluent in Spanish, but I'd like to be pretty experienced with it.
Sure.
Cool to just have a second language under the belt. And then the only other thing I've been thinking about is all. I started watching season 5 on Netflix. Joe, I got to keep watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, baby. We want to thank you guys. That is what is up, in fact.
Let me tell you,
it ain't down, it's up.
Right. It's that. That is up right now.
That is what is up. So now,
I am up right now, like an oak tree.
Enough. Like an oak, mighty oak. Like a fucking telephone pole. Again,
Like
we want to thank you guys so much for your
bark.
attention and support. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a great review. Tell your friends about it. Share us on social media. That word of mouth, as I always say, is and it can help get the word out. Spread the good word.
That's right. Spread the. Have you heard the news?
The truth. Yeah.
The truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me, Chris. If people wanted to get in touch with us, give us some feedback or ask us questions, give us their praises, how would they do that?
Yeah, of course. So our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook is all Simply Whelmed Podcast. Our Twitter handle is Whelmed_simply. And then, as always, you can always send us emails, confession letters. I've been doing a lot of thinking.
We haven't gotten any death threats yet. I kind of want one.
No, I'd rather not have one. Well, let me finish this. You can always email us at simplywhelmedmailbag@gmail.com. Side note, I talked to you a little bit about it, and we got Chris's Scripted Corner, right? And that's cash money, right? Everyone loves that. There's 4 corners in a room, baby. How about
last week, guy?
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Listen,
don't worry, we got.
Yeah, my memory is not great, but I tell you what is my spirit. So
that's true. He's got spirit. He does.
Yeah. What is? I can't remember the movie that it's from, but there's a quote from it. He's like, one of God's most weirdest creations. Too weird to live, but too rare to die.
That's you.
That is me.
Or like Spy Kids 2. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too fears what he created?
Steve Buscemi.
Next week, we've got actually like an off week. There's nothing coming out that we're scheduled to talk about, I don't think. But the following...
What's the following week?
Prey.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Right. Prey comes out the 5th, so we won't see it until after next week's episode. I see. So depending on how it goes as far as timing and all that, we might get to talk about, The Boys.
Yeah, The Boys. Also, we still need to see Lightyear, but I heard it wasn't good.
I heard it was mid, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of makes me like, but I feel like we said we would, so I don't know. Also, I plan on making this Cryptid Corner a minute, so I mean, maybe just give me a little more time for that and just fill up all the space.
Yep. I'm gonna have to edit that fucking audio in.
Or we can also, do Chris's Cupid Corner. If anyone wants to send in any, give the people what they want. If you want to hear, if you have any love advice or amazing tales to share, do send them.
Just because people send it in. One time, I had the sexiest sex that was ever sex.
This one time in band camp.
Yeah, but no, maybe if we don't end up doing The Boys or something like that, maybe we do another one of our topics that we've done in the past.
We could do. Actually, hold on. I have a couple I saved here on purpose. Oh my god, dude, look at me.
Dude, fuck.
We could do. Some of the ones I had is things sufficient enough as masturbation.
Pass.
Okay. That's it.
Oh.
That was it. That was my goal. That was my stride.
That was my. I don't know if you can hear the paper rattling, but that's a good.
No, I could not. There it is.
Hold on, we had a list. Son of a bitch.
Whoa, hey.
Sorry, I'm getting fired up. Where are they, mother? Best indie games. We could do another video game. We haven't talked about video games in a minute.
That's true. We
could talk about some different types of video games.
Yeah. We got stuff lined up, but
TV
if there's anything that you guys want to hear, let us know. We're open. We're available.
But not I. I am very rigid and unmoving. Like a mighty oak.
Like, hey.
That's it, bub. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening. We will see you next Wednesday. That's the show. Ended, Chris.
Bye. 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 Have a good time. Yeah, vote for Pedro. If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true.